The WGA sent out a letter to its members, which was leaked to me, about the Trump administration. If you would read this, Badger, this went out to all members of the WGA. A friend of mine sent me a copy. Please read this, and what are your thoughts? Badger, if you would.
My uncle, who I saw today and congratulated me on my success, and then said, and I'm sorry that man you like is president because he's fucking up everything. TDS is going strong, everyone. Dear members, we are reaching out during a time of uncertainty and instability for many in the U.S. The new Trump administration has taken or threatened actions that undermine hard-fought labor and civil rights, safeguards protected by the civil service and the independence of federal regulatory agencies are under attack. Many of us are anxious and afraid for ourselves, our families, our communities, and our democracy. Despite these challenges, your board of directors remains steadfast in our commitment to the Guild's mission, protecting the economic and creative rights and well-being of our members. To that end, we will use our voice and institutional power wherever we can make
there's a second page. Let me get to that here. Sorry about that, Badger.
They're very upset over here. They're very terrified. We will continue to defend free speech, labor, and civil rights, and to oppose the power of big tech and media conglomerates that they didn't do the last election. We will mobilize with our allies in the labor movement and civil society to defend labor laws and institutions. And they have a link to sign up with Solidarity Committee. Oh my God, the Solidarity Committee to take part in direct actions to defend labor and civil rights. We will engage with local, state, and federal elected officials to urge them to defend the programs and institutions that safeguard our rights. We will reach out to the studios to reinforce our commitment to protecting the rights of all of our members and our support for programs that expand opportunities for historically underrepresented groups in our industry. We will continue to defend our contract and health and pension funds. We will continue to support our members affected by the wildfires, raising funds and providing aid and sharing resources. And finally, we will keep providing programs and opportunities for members to come together, build community, and support one another. We challenge ourselves to rise to the occasion and ask you to join us in the fight as we live, organize, and write through these troubling times.
This is a direct reaction to the Trump administration, DEI, getting rid of DEI, basically stating that there are only two genders, all the things that the administration has done. The WGA is now responding to it. They never mention these programs or, executive actions by name, but executive orders by name. What are your thoughts in particular, Script? I'm interested in what you think about this letter.
Well, half of the stuff they listed on their point is not the responsibility of the WGA at all. So
exactly. And
Meredith Stein, go F yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't know she's the head or president of WGA West. It's posturing and it's stupid and it's not the resources that the WGA is responsible to do. The only thing they're supposed to do is make sure that their writers and the representation of their writers get paid what they negotiated. That's it. Sure, they'll have training programs for teaching people how to become better showrunners. Maybe they'll have writing contests to try and find new talent. But that is the limitations of what that union is for. And the fact that they're expanding or at least pointing out these things with regards to politics, it's not their responsibility. And it shouldn't even be brought up. It has nothing to do with Hollywood. Everything so far, Trump has not done anything. His government has not done anything to impede production or anything in the entertainment industry at this time. Most likely, the worst thing that could happen is Doge finds out a bunch of money being funneled from one part to various nefarious people within Hollywood or other aspects of the legacy media.
If anything, right, Script, he's trying to reinvigorate it with his ambassadors and what they can do and tax credits in certain spots.
Oh my God. Like the amount of money that he could find that's been misappropriated and then it goes back to where it should be could actually galvanize not just the entertainment industry, but thousands of other industries throughout the United States.
I just think it's not the WGA's responsibility to be political or to pick a side. It's get your members work, protect your members' rights with regard to payment for their work, and that's it.
Yeah,
and,
they didn't care about big tech. Remember when Trump?
It's
well, actually, the WGA's been divisive on big tech because they don't like Netflix because they're a tech company, but they like Netflix because they get their members' work.
Exactly.
Or like social media is more what I was referring to. They were fine when social media was working for them. But now that it's been sort of nullified a little bit, now all of a sudden these big tech companies are fucking a big threat.
Well, we'll see. I think WGA continues to make the wrong choices when it comes to all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. On the politics side of things, they're very foolish. And what's crazy is that the WGA is kind of divided right now. There's the statistics people inside there. All they care about is just getting the work and making sure that, you know, if a person gets a show, they're able to make that show as successful as possible within the confines of what their agreement is. And then you've got Meredith Steinem, who's like, I want to maintain being president of the WGA. So I'm going to say all these stupid talking points that we as a union should be doing in order to obfuscate this horrible person that's in the White House right now. It's complete stupid and waste of everything. And if I was in LA right now, I'd definitely be at the WGA HQ and be like, yeah, I'm going to start rallying my fellow writers to basically protest you for doing this because you're wasting our dues.